is Jason, and I'm a co-founder of Wikiaudioguide.
And my name's Tom, and I'm a co-founder of WAG.
So I was born in Chicago and moved to Ohio, where I grew up, and went to college at Yale. And at Yale, I was a campus tour guide all 4 years, and I eventually became the director of the undergraduate tour organization. And those experiences really influenced the way these ideas have progressed. So I graduated from Yale and moved to San Francisco, and in about 2001, I actually came up with an idea because I was using my iPod and reading about GPS technology, and I thought, what if you put these two technologies into one device, which would know where you were and had audio recordings about the cool thing that you were close to. So it's sort of like a virtual tour guide. And I actually had a pretty substantial conversation with the German company about that idea, but it didn't go anywhere because that was a little bit way ahead of the time. The technology, like to combine these technologies, wasn't in place. And so, like I said, it didn't go anywhere. But flash forward 10 years, and all of the stuff that you actually needed to have in place back then to realize that idea have come into place with smartphones and other web-based technologies, such as Wikipedia. So now Wikiaudioguide, or WAG for short, is totally doable with all the technology. We have GPS-enabled devices in almost everyone's pockets. We have a cloud of information that can be accessed by people who are doing audio recordings of Wikipedia and other source material articles. So we've created something called Wikiaudioguide, which is an audio guide to everything, hopefully eventually to everything in the world.
And my name is Tom, and Jason brought this idea to me, and I thought it was really great. I've done a lot of traveling for business, and one of the great things about traveling for business, if you have somebody that you know in that town that can take you around, show you around, well, a lot of times you don't. If you're in remote places out of the country, or if you're in kind of boring towns across the USA, you don't really have that opportunity. And what I was thinking is, wow, that would be really great to kind of get the insights of local people and listen to their WAGs and find out a little more about the area that you're in. So I thought that was a great idea. And I thought sort of a revenue stream would be if you're geolocating certain places that are of interest to people, or you just find out about them because of your app on your smartphone, that you could also advertise for different things in that area. So not only would you be able to listen to your WAG about a particular place that's interesting, but you could also hear a WAG ad for something that's close in that area. So I thought that both things kind of solved the problem, especially for a business traveler like I've been in the past. And I thought it was really interesting and enriching to that experience.
And I would also add that Wikiaudioguide essentially provides the same content that something like Wikipedia does, but Wikipedia is not nearly as accessible to someone who is using a smartphone and is maybe outside. We're translating that content into an audio format, and the revenue stream that Tom mentioned is something which would be essentially local advertising, but hopefully at some point everywhere in the world. So that's sort of a large market for local advertising.
So think of Wikiaudioguide as sort of a guide, an audio guide to the world. Anything that's close by or anything that's far away, you can get all that information and listen to it, which allows you to be engaged with the rest of the world and still listen to it at the same time, and get that rich experience, but get it for anywhere, anytime, any place.
So thank you for listening to us today, and we look forward to meeting you soon.